Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show, Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Wow, we have such an incredible show for you today. A couple of years ago, I went to the Mordecai House here in Raleigh and had an amazing time. It just intrigues me to go there and see what they do and see what our history. So we're going to be going there. And then a part of it, I did a little bit of talking about where I get my bread. You're going to like that. And then finally, we took a trip to Brazil this past Christmas, spent some time traveling around there, meeting with some people. And then I met with one amazing guy. If you're from Brazil, you know who I'm talking about. He's an incredible soccer player down there, known all over the world. His name is Silas. So, grab a cup of coffee. Let's go to Brazil. Hey, imagine being transported back in time right in the middle of Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm at Mordecai House and Gardens. What a gorgeous place. We're going to meet up with Josh Ingersoll. He's going to give us a little tour so you can find out what you and your family can do maybe this weekend. Come and check it out. Let's go. Thank you for being with me today. I'm with Josh Ingersoll, Director of, man, it's a long title.
It's the Director of Historic Sites for the City of Raleigh.
Wow.
Yep.
What an amazing city, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. It's my hometown, so being a part of kind of teaching people about its history is one of the things I really enjoy being out here.
And, you know, I think there's a lot of people who don't even know this little patch exists, but it's so awesome.
One of the things, we hear all the time is, oh, I didn't know you were here, or I've never been out here. I've seen the giant yellow house on the street, but never been there.
Wow.
I find a lot of people don't see what's in their own hometown till they've got family visiting from out of town or looking for something to do on a Saturday.
Yeah. So we're on about what, 2 some acres?
It's about 2.5 acres.
Okay.
So it's a small park right here, pretty close to downtown Raleigh.
So what's the history behind this house? It's called the Mordecai House.
Yes. So this large yellow house is the Mordecai House. Now it is the oldest home in Raleigh in its original foundation. The first part of the house was built back in 1785. It's actually older than the city of Raleigh itself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you, it was not as large as it is now. Originally, it was only 2 rooms downstairs with a half-story upstairs, and they had about 10 people living there at the time.
Oh, wow.
So it wasn't until the 1820s when they added on this front section of the house and really turned it into the grand home of Raleigh that it is today.
What was their background?
So the person who first lived in the house, his name was Henry Lane. Now, local history-wise, his father, Joel Lane, is considered to be the father of Raleigh. He's who first sold the land to start the city. So he helped build the first part of the house for his son Henry as a wedding gift. Now, Henry was just a plantation owner. He had a large farm around here, about 1,000 acres of land, with about 12 enslaved people working here.
Wow.
And then his oldest daughter married Moses Mordecai, who the house is named after. Now, Moses was a lawyer who just moved to the town, married into the Lane family, and it's really descended from him that we had 5 generations of Mordecais living here from 1785 all the way up until the 1960s. Yeah.
So we got this big house, but another famous house here.
Right. So in the 1970s, when the city of Raleigh was turning it into a historic park, they kind of used this as a gathering place for all the historic buildings they owned in downtown Raleigh. And our most famous one is this little gray building down there.
Right.
Now that there is the birthplace of President Andrew Johnson.
Looks kind of like a tool shed.
Yeah, it's very small. What that was a kitchen that was attached to a tavern in downtown Raleigh. Andrew Johnson's mom worked in the tavern. She was kind of like a cook and seamstress. Think of those like the early hotels in the early 1800s.
Right.
And so His mother and family lived upstairs, and then downstairs there's a large hearth where they do a lot of the cooking for the tavern. So he really came from very humble beginnings here in Raleigh, and he was born half a block away from the state capitol.
Oh, wow.
Grew up in Raleigh, though he ended up in Tennessee before becoming Abraham Lincoln's vice president during one of the most contentious parts of our country's history, the Civil War, before becoming president after Abraham Lincoln, unfortunately, was assassinated.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Right here in Raleigh.
Right here in Raleigh. He's the only president we know for sure was born here in North Carolina. Some arguing over a couple of the other presidents that we have statues of.
We got to stick with what we know.
That's right.
How about if we go in and take a look at the house?
Absolutely.
Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Come in. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back.
Car accidents happen in seconds, but the pain can last for months. Even a minor crash can cause hidden injuries that don't show up right away. At Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, we specialize in treating auto accident injuries. We help relieve pain, restore movement, and support your recovery naturally. And don't wait for the pain to get worse. Call Raleigh Injury Chiropractic today. Your recovery starts here.
Hey, one of my greatest memories as a child was growing up. My grandma lived with us. You know, the Italian word for grandma is nonna. She lived with us. And once a week, she would, it was always on Friday, she would make bread. So she made loaves of bread. She made cinnamon rolls. She made all little dinner rolls, all kinds of stuff. She had the yeast and all that. And she just made bread. It was just an amazing time, just amazing food, actually, at that point, because the bread was made with flour that was no GMOs, nothing else like that. It was just bread. And now we have so many additives that are added to our breads that make it just not good for you. And one of my favorite breads is a sourdough bread. I just like the taste of it, the texture of it, the way it has been made. But in that, there is also the possibilities of having some additional stuff you don't need in there. I'm amazed by all the stuff they add in, even like they think they're adding in something good like vitamins like riboflavin and all that stuff, and it doesn't need to be added. You get your vitamins from other things. You don't have to artificially add it in, because the vitamins that they're adding in are not that good of vitamins. They're lab vitamins. They're not whole food vitamins, so I prefer not to have them. So look at this bread here. This is a sourdough bread, and I'll tell you where I got it. Aldi's. Absolutely love it. It's incredible. So this bread has 3 ingredients. Are you ready for this? Flour, salt. By the way, it's a sea salt that they use. Water. Doesn't get any easier than that. They use this, of course, when you make sourdough, you make it with flour and water, but you have to baby it over a period of time, because it's that starter culture that you use with this. Because I know people who make it at home, and I'm thinking, my God, it's like having an extra pet you got to take care of. You know, you got this sourdough mix, and if something goes wrong, or if you don't feed it just right, you lose the whole thing. So if you're going to eat bread, let's get you into eating something that's really good for you, like this. And there are several different types that Aldi's has. There's an Italian loaf that they have. There's a couple of sourdoughs that they make. But what an incredible, and it's so inexpensive. 3 little things and 3, it's cheap. Now, on top of this, what are you going to use? Don't use margarine. Remember, we talked about that in the past. It's not good for you. So I recommend good butter. I like the salted kind because I just like the taste of it. Toast it. You can put it in I put some butter on the top of it, put it in an air fryer. It's really good that way. Or you can put it under the broiler. Speaking of the no nuts, in our new format for the show, I'm going to have more and more people who like to cook come and cook with me at my house. So if you have a nonna, a grandma, or your mom, or it might be you that knows how to cook, some simple stuff that we're going to make right here in our kitchen. Let's discover how to love life more and more and more. It's important that you take care of yourself, that you enjoy yourself, find things to do, find people to do it with, and let's keep loving life. Listen, you've been great. Contact me if you got a nona or if you want to do it. Dr. Tim at drtimweir.com. Let me know. Look forward to seeing you again. All right, put your seatbelts on because we're about ready to take off for Brazil. This past Christmas, we got on the plane and flew to Sao Paulo, Brazil. One of the most amazing cities in the world. It's actually one of the largest cities in the world. It is huge. We sat on top of a building up the top floor and looked all over. You can look for miles and all you see is buildings. The food, wow, amazing. The coffee, Brazilian coffee is so incredible. I love my coffee with cream. So I learned how to order it, half cream, half coffee, meia if you ever go. And then one of my favorite foods there is just a simple food of rice and beans. But the way they make it, wow. So probably in the next episode or so, I'm gonna show you how to make those Brazilian beans and rice. You're gonna love it. And then one of the highlights of this trip was sitting down with world-renowned soccer player Silas. Not only did we talk about his career in soccer, we talked about life. So take just a couple minutes and just listen to Silas as we talk about his loving life. You have so many names, but everybody calls you Silas.
Silas, yes.
Man, it's like Pele. Just one name. So when was your first memory of ever kicking a soccer ball?
We are at home, and 6 sisters and 3 brothers. The oldest one, he plays also for Flamengo, Cruzeiro, big clubs here in Brazil. So he was our inspiration for me and my twin brother, Paulo. Paula was the defender, and me attacker, and Eli was the number 9, and a very good soccer player. And then he was our inspiration to follow his steps, and then also doing to Paulo and me tips, how can do this, how can do that, and go for this way, not for this way. And then we 3 become a professional soccer players.
Wow.
Paulo in FC Porto in Portugal, Benfica in Portugal also, Genova in Italy, and also Regina in Italy, and Monterrey in Mexico. So interesting.
So you literally have played all over the world.
Yes, yes. I went first to Portugal, then Italy, then Argentina, Japan, and as a head coach in Qatar. But now, 2013, I have this opportunity to stay in Qatar.
So you have seen in your career probably people around you who also made it big and went off the mark. They've lost their focus. You have maintained a focus your whole life.
Yes, yes. I grew up in a Christian family. We lost our mother when I was 5 years old, and my oldest sister, she was 20. So it's I think how my father, I think he was 50 to 55 years old when he lost her wife, our mother, but he took care about the 9 children. I don't know how, but giving to us principles and ethical and most Bible advisors about life, about being man and woman of God. I think that I think not. I'm sure that this make all the difference to be who we are now. Me and my brothers and sister also.
Because with success and riches come the temptation to do things you should not do.
Yes.
And it was those principles that you learned that kept you on the path.
Yeah, I also was surrounded by good people, good God's people.
Yeah.
All the time. And one of them is Mike. I met Mike when Mike was, I think, 17 years old, first time. In Brazilian national team, I was with Careca, and then we met Michael, and we're friends since. And it's one of the biggest friend I have in life.
Wow.
So this is, we don't know how, but God put us together to do things for Him, for His kingdom. I think this is the most valuable things for me, and I think for Mike also.
Well, and the Bible says the steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord.
Yes.
And all the steps you've taken were already pre-planned by God.
Yes.
Taking you to where you are today.
I'm sure about that, and I tried to follow the best I could, and I think when you think about soccer players, after 18 to 20 years career, that it's a career of a soccer player, and 75%, 78% after 2 years after they retire, they are bankrupt, divorced, unemployed. 2 years after finish their career. In a career that you must be better than someone every day. And you face a change of coach, you change country, you change culture, you change food, lifestyle, and everything. You must stay firm. But now I'm proud, not for the player and the things I reach as a player, but to having to build a family. I am 38 years married, 3 kids, 2 daughters-in-law, 1 son-in-law, and 2 grandsons.
Wow.
I think this was the one of the most important things that happened in my life and my relationship with God. Comes first along.
Car accidents happen in seconds, but the pain can last for months. Even a minor crash can cause hidden injuries that don't show up right away. At Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, we specialize in treating auto accident injuries. We help relieve pain, restore movement, and support your recovery naturally. Don't wait for the pain to get worse. Call Raleigh Injury Chiropractic today. Your recovery starts here.
Tell me about the biggest goal you've ever made.
Yeah, I scored when I played for San Lorenzo, Argentinian club, against River Plate and the Monumental de Núñez Stadium, one of the biggest stadiums in South America. And Maradona scored in the Mexico World Cup 1986 against England. And the score, it's quite same, equal. And then Maradona, when I scored against River Plate, Maradona said, I changed my score with Silas score. And then the score took huge importance because at the moment it was only a good goal. But when Maradona said that, the score became great. And I took the ball in the middle of the field, and then I started dribbling about 5 or 6, and then score. And we have the goal in the YouTube and to show. But I was 1 month injury. I didn't want to go to that match.
Wow.
And when I say about this score for people, I used to say, you don't need to be 100% if God wants to use you.
Wow.
He do whatever he wants and the time he wants. And so this is happened with me at that afternoon.
So it hasn't always been about soccer with you. You've had times where God has used you and opened doors, and you have opened doors with that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to Argentina because every time we play against, we finish with a fight.
Yeah.
Because the rivalry, it's huge between Brazil and Argentina. And in history, few players moved to play in Argentina. But when I went to there, we started at my home in the table, dinner table at my home with one Uruguayan, one from Honduras, and one Argentinian pastor. And we start the Athletes of Christ just to try and helping players to succeed in the soccer life, but succeed also in their spiritual life, family lives, and so
the balance.
To have balance to live their lives. And we start with 4, and 1 month we are 30, and 3 months we are 100, and then we have to move from a house to a bigger place. And then now, after almost 30 years, we are in all South America and Latin America also, because I was obedient about what God said to me, to move from Brazil to Argentina Como que fala de quebra? In addition, God make my club won the league after 22 years, and I was the best number 10 at that moment, and we had the opportunity to have a TV program that we stood for 6 years, talking for Argentinian people about God's love.
So stepping out of the boat is not always an easy thing when you hear God's voice, but you did it.
Yes,
wow.
Yes, and I'm happy for that. Now I am ambassador of this club in Argentina, and we have a Athlete of Christ program there, established, and this is it's an amazing thing because players is still going to Argentina, and players is still going to our service and our programs, and having the opportunity to have the balance, the life's balance that's
powerful.
They need. Yeah, that's powerful.
Thank you. He's written a book called Beyond Success. It takes incredible ideas, concepts, and makes you realize success isn't the end all. There's something beyond that, and that's what you're shooting for. I want you to go online right now and order it. It's going to change your life. If you have children who play soccer, you've got to get them a copy of this. Get their coach one too. If you're in business, buy it today.
If you were just in a car accident and your neck hurts, don't skip this. Whiplash and hidden injuries can take days to show up and can get worse without treatment. At Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, we specialize in treating car accident injuries safely and naturally. Scan the QR code or call Raleigh Injury Chiropractic now at 919-790-1332.
Hey, hope you enjoyed this episode of Loving Life. There's no way around it. I just love life. I love to eat good food, love to cook. And so our episode talking about Aldi's bread. Oh my God, is it amazing. And then what an incredible opportunity that I had sitting down with Silas. World renowned. I'm telling you, he's known all over the world. That's what it's all about. Finding the special things that get you kicked in about life. And then do it. Don't waste any time. Just keep loving life. Listen, keep up with me. Facebook page, Loving Life with Dr. Weir. Look it up, join it, or send me an email this week. Come on, do it. drtim@drtimweir.com. I watched you this week, enjoyed it, or Doc, you're really terrible. Listen, keep loving life. That's what it's all about. So until next week, keep loving life.